Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's Daryl. Let's see. Today I wanted to talk about the law of attraction. And I talk about these things because this is stuff. I don't know all this stuff for a fact. I'm not saying that I know everything or anything like that. I like bringing this stuff up and getting comments and seeing if other people agree. If there's other people out there that if I'm onto something, if other people find what I'm saying to be true, if they also believe it. Last thing I want to do is come across as preachy. So that's my point. All right, I want to talk about like the law of attraction. Now, I've got two channels. The other channel I had, I got suspended, and I started this channel, and I told myself I was gonna I wasn't gonna make the same mistakes or what I perceived as mistakes from the other channel, which I thought it was a lot of negativity. And looking back, some of my stuff was rather juvenile. But hey, I don't think being young at heart or being a goofball sometimes is such a bad thing. I am what I am. I'm proud of it. So, anyway, being positive. I think especially in recovery, it's an important. It's really important. We attracts positive. I really believe that. If you're honest, like these days, I talk about. It's such a great feeling that I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. There's nothing I need to cover up these days. There's nothing I need to lie about. I mean, yeah, everybody says little what do they call it? Little white lies. If somebody asks if they look bad in some clothes, or God forbid your girlfriend asks if they got a fat butt. You know what I mean? Those things, yeah, it's okay. And no, none of my girlfriends have fat butts here. They're all gorgeous, in case they're watching. All right, anyway. And okay, these days, let me talk about this. These days, there's a lot. It seems like, I don't know if this has been going on for a long time, if it's a newer thing. There's a lot of negativity out there. Like, I find that when I make positive videos, I don't get anywhere near the views that I did when I was bashing Trump and some of the, negative videos. When, I look at some other channels, and some of these people their whole content is complaining. Complaining about this or that, these damn people, these damn taxes. And then there's people that are paranoid, that everything is everything is other people's fault, the conspiracy side. And then there's the political people where it's fake news, where stuff they don't like, it's a lie, it's fake. Anything they don't want to believe, anything that goes against their belief system, that makes their candidate, Trump, look bad, they call it fake news. So you got these different facets of negativity. And, I looked at myself. I was making up, I had the Trump bashing stuff that I was doing on the other channel, and I started making excuses. I was like, well, it's just one thing that I feel strongly about, and I was making excuses in my head. And I was like, you know what, Daryl, it's wrong. It's what you're talking about. It's negativity. No real good change can come from it. All I'm doing is bitching, and all I'm doing is bitching. So that's what I'm saying. There's two ways you can look at things. Positivity, where you get motivated and you act and make changes. And I really, truly believe that the more you do that, the more you draw in, and you get on this whirlwind, this staircase of going up, of being propelled upwards. And that's what I feel like I've been on for the last 13 years. With my praying and meditation and working out hard every day and being honest, and I made amends for the people all the people I screwed over that I tried to get to. That was a big thing, and it was hard to do, but that was one of the best. It was one of the steps in the 12-step program that I feared the most, but paid off the biggest, was making amends to the people that I'd screwed over. It was hard, man. It was hard. But it was the biggest reward. So yeah, these channels, they just talk about everything is everybody else's fault, and then you have some people that it's all envy or jealousy. constantly checking where they are compared to other people and why they're not doing better. And it's somebody else's fault, that they're getting screwed. That's something that goes back to a video I made about life being fair. And this is something you will never hear me say. I've known since I was a young lad that life is not fair. There's no handbook saying, oh, well, life is fair. Here's the rules. No, man. Life is anything but fair. Life is hard, man. But by overcoming each one of those obstacles, you get stronger. Looking back, I'm in recovery from heroin addiction. They used to tell us I went through a total of 13 or 14 rehabs and detoxes. In about 5 or 6 of them, I heard these stats that there'd be about 30, 35 of us in a room, and they'd say, out of you people in this room, 2 of you are going to be able to stay clean for 1 year. 2 of you. I think it was like 5% or 10%, 5 or 7%. It's a very small number. And I heard it in different, it's a true statistic. And I did it, man. I did it. Yeah, I was one of those two people in that room, motherfucker. And I look back, and I'm like, if I could do that, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret that I don't tell a lot of people. My teeth were devastated by years of crack smoking and crack abuse. Every tooth was broke off along the gum line. I couldn't afford much, so I had to have students from the UConn School of Dentistry do all the dental work. I sat in a chair, and I couldn't take painkillers because I'm an addict. So I sat in that chair with just shots of Novocaine. While 2 students cut my gums open from side to side, dug in there, filed the bone down. I was in that chair for 5 or 6 hours. I felt like I got hit by a fucking truck for the next 2 days. They pulled out every fucking tooth. And then I had implants put in. And my mother, God bless her, came with me as support to make sure that, because, who wants to go to that? I think she came along looking back to make sure I stayed. I got it done. And she's like, Daryl, I don't know. I could hear what was going on in there, and I don't know how you did it to this day. And I don't know how I did it to this day, but I did it. And I love my teeth, man. If I could do that, I could do anything. I told myself I had a big beer gut and man boobs. Told myself, look, if you want a 6-pack bad enough, you can have it. If you work hard enough, if you eat right, there is nothing stopping you in this world from getting it. Nothing except yourself. And I did it. Well, it's not a perfect 6-pack. It's a 4-pack, a 4.5-pack. But I love it, and I'm happy, and I'm proud. Positivity, man. And the more you do that, the more you get. It just builds, man. You build up the confidence. You build it, and you draw more positive into you. And I get people coming up to me telling me that I inspire them. I was at the Bethlehem Fair about 2 weeks ago, and this is about the 5th or 6th time this year that this has happened. A guy came up, he's like, I know you. I see you around town on your bike all the time. He's like, I got to tell you, I've been watching you for 13 years, and I saw you change over. And he's like, God bless you. You're such an inspiration. Because I lost 90 pounds over the first year or first 6 months. And he's like, I watched the whole time going up and down the road. He drove to work, and he said, I watched the change. And he's like, you're amazing. And you know how that makes you feel? It makes you feel like you want to do more. You want to kick ass. And then I see the other side. These channels, these people, negativity. There's this one guy, CC from Westchester, a flat earther, sitting in his car with his big gut, complaining every day about this, about that, everything outside, the people in Burger King, the roads, the taxes, the chemtrails. No, I don't believe in chemtrails. I know scientifically, they're contrails. But anyway, and I look at this guy, and he's blaming everybody else. He's a victim. It's a big conspiracy to keep him down, to lie to him, and he's set up to fail. And I just like, oh my God, I don't ever want to become that person. You know, is there any hope? You know, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I wanted to catch myself, you know, when I started the Trump bashings, you know, stop that shit, man. You know, look at yourself honestly. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to do that. And like I said, then there's the fake news, you know, where people just refuse. They just live in their own reality. I don't believe it. You know, like our president. Our president, he's honest and he doesn't lie. And anybody that says he lies is fake news. Man, come on. You know, you're not living in reality. You know, you can't admit you're wrong. You think I don't know. But that can't possibly, what's that going to draw into you? That world. That then I look at those supporters of that man too, and they're so angry. Everybody's giving off the middle finger. You know, the media sucks, the media lies, you know, blaming everybody else again. I don't know. To me, I think positivity. I can do it. You know, let the world throw whatever it's going to throw at me. Life ain't fair. I could do everything right today, and tomorrow I'll end up living a nightmare. And it'll happen. But you know what? I'll kick its ass, man. I will survive. I will kick ass at whatever this life throws at me. And then some. Because I'm a survivor, you know? And that's it. And that's a positive attitude. The more you think like that, the more you draw it in, the more it becomes true, and it just goes up and up and up. Or you can go down, down, down with the other side. This is what I've discovered over the last 13 years. You know, maybe I'm onto something, maybe I'm not. It's up to you guys to decide. Like I said, I'm not preaching, I'm not trying to say I know everything, but this is my belief. This is what I've found to be true for me. So, do with it as you will. All right, people, rock and roll. Clean and sober. Peace out.